Hey guys, Mike here from Panther Hollow Sporting Optics. Hope you guys are having a great week. We are in Missouri and it is getting close to deer season time. So as I stated in some previous videos, I did swap out the scope on this guy. And this year we're going with a Argos HMR by Athlon. This is a 2-12 by 42. It's a 1-inch tube optic and we're bore sighting it. So get rid of your cheek piece first, take the bolt out of the gun, and then set you up a target at 100 yards. After you've got that done, get you a steady rest. It doesn't have to be a clamp of any kind, really. Just some sandbags will work. And what you want to do is look down the barrel at a white piece of paper and then put the center of the reticle on that piece of paper, and you should be good at 100, at least on the paper, that is. So we're going to run through that real quick. I'll kind of show you what I do. It's a quick, simple method that works for me, and I'm sure there's a bunch of different ways to do it again, but this is what I like to do. So stand by. Okay, if you notice, I'm getting my head down here where I can see flush with that bore. And I'm looking for my target. I found it. Now I'm going to raise up real nice and easy and make sure that I'm on paper. Try not to move the gun when you're doing this. Should be a pretty easy process. It looks like I need to go up a little bit. It looks like I need to go right a little bit. Okay guys, I think we got her lined in there. I'm going to cut out, so I kind of cut out some of the more boring parts of that, and we will go down range and see if what we did worked. Again, this is a pretty popular method used by several folks out there. If you're not familiar with this method, it's pretty straightforward. We're going to run down range and see what the results are. Stand by. All right guys, here we are at 100. I got my camera setting off to the side there to make sure that I don't massacre it with that 280. Anyways, camera setting off to the side. I think you should be able to see everything okay, and we are after that orange dot there in the center, obviously. So run back up range, and we'll fire a few shots and see where we're at. Stand by. Okay guys, we are there. By the power of YouTube, I am going to wait about 15 to 20 minutes and then check my cold bore, and I will be back with you guys, and we'll finish sighting this thing in. But I think that's pretty close. I just moved it down about an inch, pretty close to where I want it, and as long as I'm hitting that sticker, I'll be happy. I'm going to do a 3-shot group for you guys. All right guys, we got a new piece of paper there. We're going to go for a 3-shot group with some hand loads and see what it looks like. Stand by. All right guys, there you go. There's 3 rounds from the 280 AI with a McGowan precision barrel. We will go back to the shop for some afterthoughts. Stand by. All right guys, we're back in the shop. There is the box to the Athlon Argos HMR 2-12 by 42. There is a shot of the reticle. Let me get that cleared up a little bit for you there. Kind of an idea of what the reticle looks like. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of range footage there. You got a kind of a quick idea of the what the reticle looks like there. We're going to get some video footage through the reticle in the next video, and we're going to check our bullet drop points and line them up with our bullet calculator. So there's a couple different ways to make sure that your barrel is doing what it's supposed to, and that's one is make sure it's free floating, and two would be to bed the barrel from the lug all the way out. The floating technique is what we use here at Panther Hollow. That's what we have a lot of luck with. The next thing you'd want to do is get a good hand load, get a hand load figured out. If you guys would like to know more about hand loading, you can email me. If there's enough interest, we can do a video on that, and I can show you the technique I use. There's a lot of information on hand loading already out there. And then the next thing is cold bore accuracy. That's probably one of the most important things that I see a lot of guys skip over. I see guys come out, they line their deer rifles in, and they finish up on a hot bore. So there are some guns that the cold bore and the hot barrel shot are quite a ways from each other. That to me is an issue. I like my cold bore and my follow-up shots to be fairly close. Now I can understand on a factory barrel where the cold bore, you know, is half an inch or an inch sometimes away. I've had some guns the cold bore shots an inch away from the follow-up shots. That's not a bad situation at 100 yards. 300 to 400 yards, it turns into a bigger situation. So your cold bore shot and your follow-up shots really need to be close together if you plan on using a gun for long distance hunting. So we like to shoot out to around 500 yards. We have the opportunity to do that where we hunt. And we want our rifles to have a nice cold bore accuracy and the follow-up shots to go along with it. So a lot of times there are some good factory barrels out there, but a lot of times in order to get that you have to go to a custom barrel. Not all the time, but sometimes. And in this situation I elected to go with a custom barrel so I would be assured to have that cold bore and those follow-up shots be really tight. I appreciate you guys watching, and as always, like, share, subscribe to the videos. It helps us out a lot here at the channel. It costs you nothing. And guys, have a great week or weekend, however this video finds you. Get out and enjoy what God has created for us. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you in the next video.